Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. Hope that you're all doing well. Today is the 19th of November of 2020. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the likes, shares and subscribes. This is your daily Divine Spread. We are reading the energies, everyone. Of course, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with all of you. So it's the 19th of November of 2020, which means tomorrow is going to be the 20th of the 11th of 2020. Interesting that I'm doing this reading at 11 o'clock, actually, as I silenced my phone. The time was 11:11. And that is a very strong message for me, always, number 11. Okay, so 20th, tomorrow, the 20th of the month of 2020, that's 20 times 3, which is 60, and of course it breaks down to a 6. 2s have got a lot to do with balance, harmony, justice, equilibrium. It can also speak of justice. Remember, number 11 is the justice card. Thank you, Spirit. We've got 2 cards. And 11 is also a portal. I have referenced the 20th of November recently, speaking of Archangel Michael. So another interesting thing is looking at the astrology is that I've been mentioning Mercury coming to the 11th degree. It's actually at 11 degrees of Scorpio. Now, I will be talking a little bit about the astrology as soon as I finish this reading. So those of you that are astrology lovers, you can stick around till the end of the reading. So 11th degree of Scorpio, where Mercury stopped, stationed and turned retrograde. I did say that a lot of important information will come through. Okay, Mercury in Scorpio, very strong at the 11th degree. Anyway, 2 cards have just opened up. It's 3. 3 cards. Here and now. Here and now is one of the messages from Spirit. We've got the yin energy. And we've got new life. Wow, so trust your intuition, first of all. Trust your intuition. We've got a 2 on the yin card, which is a card of balance, of course. It's very feminine. So we've got a 5 here. We've got a 2 and we've got a 14. So 7, 21. 21 equals the world card. It's some major cycle ending, obviously. And we've got a new life here, which speaks of great prospects. Okay, but in the here and now, I believe that the door is opening. Remember, a 5 is always conflicting energy, but it also speaks of change coming through. Okay, so we know that the feminine energy is recessive, but it's also very sensitive, very psychic. Okay, this is being open to what Spirit is wanting to bring forth. And of course, number 14, which is Temperance, is Archangel Michael. Spirit is saying it's all happening in divine timing. There is a new life for some of you. It may take a little bit longer than others. Okay, so 21 also adds up to a 3, which speaks of expansion and growth. Okay, so let's do a 9-card spread today. I feel called to do that. And I'm using a different, the Fairy Tarot cards, a different deck. I wanted fresh energy today. Now, a lot is happening in the world, as we know. Let's just see how everything pans out, what will be shown. Things that have been hidden are going to come to the surface. We have had Mercury right opposite Uranus a couple of days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, which is an opposition. So there is it's like a, you know, pulling, one person is pulling from one side, the other person is pulling from the other side. So there is a stretching, a tightening of the energies which need to birth something from that. So let's see, please Spirit, what's going on? What are the energies we're working with today? What's going on in the world and in our personal lives? So a 9-card spread, we've got a decision that needs to be made. 2 of Swords, this is the 2 of Winter. And as I said, we need to trust our intuition. Okay, 2 of Swords usually shows someone who's blindfolded. They're trying to make a decision even though they don't have all the answers. And it is a point of indecision. Someone is in a point of needing to make an important decision to move forward. We've got the King of Summer, which is the King of Cups here. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. We have the Knight of Cups, which is an offer. We've got the King of Wands here as well. King of Spring, he's called here. So we've got 2 kings. We've got a water sign and a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. We have the Chariot here, which means that the King of Summer, King of Cups, could be, for a lot of you, could be a Cancer. We have the 2 of Cups here. 2 of Summer, it's called here. We have the Queen of Wands in a very important position here. We have the Page of Swords, which is a message, the messenger. And the outgoing, wow, 3 of Swords. The outgoing card is the 3 of Swords, which we've got the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Swords here. Okay, what is the general energy? We've got the 10 of Cups, 10 of Summer. Beneath that, we have the Ace of Summer, which is the Ace of Cups. So what this is saying to me is that a cycle has come to an end. Something that started from the past, something in relation to our emotional life. So we've got the Ace and the 10, which turns into an Ace again. So what I feel is that whatever you started in the past, where something that made you happy, even if this is a romantic situation, and we've got a lot of cups energy, a lot of water here. So therefore it's saying that for a lot of you, this is a romantic situation. Something that wanted to take off in the past, it quickly ended, came to an ending, but there is a restart here with the 10 of Summer, which turns into the Ace of Cups again. So there's a restart here, I feel. And with the 3 of Winter here, 3 of Swords, someone is not going to be happy at all. Now this could be a love triangle. We've got King of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands as well. So we've got past, present, future, past, present, future. So in the past, what I can see here is that someone, we've got a king who has got an open heart, okay? This is someone usually that is very, very giving. They give from their heart, okay? They give endlessly, where nurturing, providing, and loving is concerned. But then we've got the Knight of Cups here, which the Knight of Cups is not, it's not a king. So usually with the Knight of Cups, it's someone who is romantic, but there are issues where moving forward with their cup is concerned. So on an emotional side, this person is not willing to show their true emotions fully. They're coming across as a knight. Now we've got the King of Wands here, which I feel is blocking this offer here. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Wands here and the King of Wands, which says to me, and the King of Wands is in the, both kings are in the past position. But we've got the King of Cups in the distant past, whereas the King of Wands is more in the recent past, okay, because this also deals with the future. So I feel that there is a blockage here, and I do feel that these two are connected. King and Queen of Wands, they are connected. So what I see here is, because we've got the Chariot card, we've got the Chariot card, which is a card of victory, it's a card of success, overcoming obstacles, but it's also movement, right? It's leading on to the Two of Winter. So what this is saying to me is that, and you know, the Chariot is connected as well with the Queen of Wands here. So having this column here being in the past, what I feel is that the Queen of Wands is more than likely connected to this King of Cups. King of Cups in the past. This may be a situation, a long-term, could also be a commitment, okay, because as you can see here, they're both in the distant past. Now the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands is blocking the love coming through from this King of Wands. I do feel, because we've got the Two of Winter, Two of Swords here in the middle, which means a choice, I do feel that there was a long-term connection. So with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, usually the Queen of Wands is my Leo card. It can be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So they are connected, but I feel because we've got the Two of Swords here, I do feel that this Queen of Wands had a choice between two. And I feel that a soulmate connection here, a very strong connection, very powerful, has come to pass after this long-term commitment. And there was a very strong decision, a very important decision, I should say, that this Queen of Wands needed to take. Now, she's in the past position as well as the future, okay, which says to me that there needs to be communication. So there is going to be communication for this decision to be made. And we end up with the Three of Swords here, which means the love triangle is going to be negative for someone here. And because we've got the King of Cups here, we've got the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. I do feel that the devastation, the blow, will be to this King of Cups. Now, I'm not reading reversals, and we know that the King of Cups, if he were to be in the reverse, would be someone that is someone that sulks, someone that is not strong emotionally, someone that could be manipulative, okay? Now, remember that the Chariot is Cancer, and Cancer is the home. It rules the home, it rules the past, the deep past as well. It rules the family. So I do feel that there is a connection here. But I do also feel that the King of Wands has come through in the past, but has got to do with the future as well, because he's in the future column, and he is connected. He is connected to the King of Cups, but also to the Two of Cups here. Okay, and there may have been a connection with the Queen and the King of Wands. In the past, I feel that there may have been a breakup because someone needed to make a choice. Okay, and remember that the Page of Swords could also be the spy. Someone could be doing their homework through social media, or someone is ready to express their decision, which I feel that the decision is mainly, and I'm not going to rule out a decision, because the Two of Swords is connected to all three people here. But I feel that the main decision is from this Queen of Wands. And As I said, it's the King of Cups that is connected to this pain, as well as the King of Wands. There is no doubt here. But remember that the King of Wands is connected to the Two of Summer, which is Two of Cups, which is a soulmate connection. Okay, and I'm not going to rule out that this King of Wands could also be in a commitment. Okay, because as I said, we've got the Ace of Cups as well as the Ten of Cups here. Beneath that, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which can mean legalities. It can mean anything to do with legal matters. It can speak of Sagittarian energy, so Jupiter brings luck, expansion, growth, but it also deals with truth, philosophy, growth. What is my truth, right? And I feel as though there has been a connection with these two in the past, but there was, because we've got 3 cups here, so there's that reconciliation. I do feel that there will be a message in relation to reconciliation, and maybe this has happened in the past as well, because beneath the Wheel, which is an ending of a cycle, remember it's a 10, we've got the 3 of Cups there as well. So yes, this is a connection from the past that's been going through cycles. Beneath that, we've got Scorpio, and Scorpio is the card is called Release. So what this is saying is that someone's been going, well, a very important relationship has been going through a major transformation. We've got Scorpio. Beneath that, we've got the Hermit, which is the Virgo energy. So we've got a number 9, which is the Hermit. We've got a number 13. These are major arcana cards, which is Scorpio. And then we've got, after something needed to be released, it started transforming. Someone started to shed that old skin, right? We've got the 3 of Cups here, which is saying there may have been a reconciliation, or there was a process still that needed to end. We've got the Wheel here, which speaks of an ending of a process, but there are legal matters that are necessary to be dealt with here for the closing up of those cycles. Now, the energies are there. The energies are there for a restart. And remember that the 10 of Cups is the general energy here, which is a restart again. Let's take a couple more cards and see what's going on here. We do have strong air here as well, which is Gemini. You know, I see the Page of Swords. That is my Gemini card. And Gemini, of course, means communication. It means teachings, a lesson, collaboration. Gemini ruled by Mercury. Remember, Mercury is transiting Scorpio. How is the astrology affecting the energy today? We've got Mars and Force. We've had this card recently. Now, Mars has moved direct, and therefore it's coming out of its shadow period. Well, it's still transiting over the until it gets to the 25th degree. Will be covering the area that it covered as it was retrograding. Very strong card. So it could be that matters of the past, matters of, you know, what have you been working on? What could you not move forward with because Mars was retrograde? And there is a forceful energy here which is saying, you know, I'm having trouble moving forward, but I'm very dead set on I need to do this. And that can be very frustrating here. Someone is trying to force a situation, and that's not going to be healthy. We have fire element and desire, another 10. So we've got strong Aries energy. Aries is cardinal. They want to take the initiative to bring in change, whatever is necessary to change. And we've got air element and communication. So air and fire can be quite explosive, everyone. But if it's not, let's say it's not going to be for all of you like that, fire and air are very quick. So this means we know that Mercury's having now moved direct, is starting to pick up pace. Mars is dragging behind, like it's starting to pick up pace, but it's not there yet. So it can be a very frustrating energy as well. Let's see what's going on with the Cartomanzi. It's interesting that we've only got, in the 9-card spread, we've only got one major arcana, which is the Chariot, and this is someone wanting to move away from a home. As I said, needing to make a very important decision before they actually move. And the decision is whether they're going to move for to find balance and harmony in their emotional life or not. Whether they're going to put themselves, their heart first, or if they're going to sacrifice for others. Because I do feel with the 3 of Swords here, this is what's playing out here. 2, 3, we've got 6 swords here altogether. 6 swords again is moving away, leaving trouble behind. Let's take the cards for this reading. What's going on? We've got the Child and Bambino. This is the 7 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles is the Saturnian energy. So I've invested so much here. What's going to happen? Something needs to change. We cannot get stuck here. But the positive sign in this card is that, remember, 7 is also spiritual, and spirit is indicating a rebirth, something new coming through. We have the 8 of Wands here. It's called Relax, but I do see both people. I do see a disconnect here. Maybe there hasn't been communication here in a love relationship, or for those of you that are in a commitment where there's been a disconnect, there has been no passion, I would say here, as both people are in their own world. They're thinking very strongly. Someone's thinking of whether to send out those messages to take action. And we have Journey, the 2 of Wands. Viaggio, this is a voyage. Someone is ready to take charge with that Chariot energy. So 2 of Wands means I'm going for what I desire and leaving my past desires that have fizzled out in the past. That's what I see there. So let's take a couple more cards. Let's take a little bit of clarity on the 9-card spread and see. So let's see what's going on with this King of Cups here. We've got the 2 of Cups. Wow. And I'm not reading reversals, remember. So let's take a couple more cards. King of Cups. We've got the 6 of Pentacles, which can mean, what this says to me is, what it indicates with the 6 of Pentacles, I usually see this as legalities. This is equal giving and receiving, but what I feel is that because this is in the past, this is a past situation. This could be a soulmate of the past where there has been an imbalance, a lack of equilibrium, a lack of giving and receiving. And this could also mean where someone has been not generous with their finances. Once that tap is turned off, so someone's turned off their generosity of spirit, physical, tangible things as well. That's where the love cuts out as well. Let's look at the Knight of Cups. We've got a reverse card and we've got this 7 of Cups, which 7 of Cups can mean massive confusion and not having choices. And this could mean that this King of Cups knows, because the 6 of Pentacles does speak of legalities, it can speak of divorce. It looks as though the doors have closed here because of a soulmate connection. Maybe even because, you know, this King of Cups doesn't have many choices because maybe there are children in the picture. This goes back to the 6 of Cups to me, which is a soulmate connection. Remember that 7 of Cups, means that there's been deception. Someone's seen the deception here, maybe. Let's take another card on that. And we've got the deception. There it is. 7 of Swords. Interesting. Now, I'm going to connect also the Knight of Cups. I'm going to connect to the King of Wands as well. Now, I'm going to say that the King of Wands could also be someone that's very creative, very desirous, very passionate. Could this be someone who is an entrepreneur, someone who has their own business? Okay, this is a strong leader. There is a very strong connection here. Queen of Wands has got the same energies. Both people with a lot of passion, a lot of fire to manifest, to create. Let's see, because it's interesting that the 7 of Swords is also looking at this King of Wands. So let's have a look at that King of Wands, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Queen of Pentacles, we know, is someone that's very stable. She's a mother. She's very good with her money. Very respectful. She's very good with children. Let's see. Let's take another card. And we've got the 3 of Cups here, which... Wow, okay. I'm just thinking that this Queen of Pentacles more than likely is the same character as the Queen of Wands. We've got the 3 of Cups here, which is reconciliation. And as I see the Queen of Pentacles, she's someone that's very stable, someone very loyal, I'm going to say, and someone that's very patient. Let's have a look at the Queen of Wands. We have the Lovers, and as I said, the choice is in between 2 people for this Queen of Wands. The Lovers is Gemini energy as well, and we've got the Hermit. There it is. We've got Virgo energy here. We also had the Hermit right here, if you remember. We had the Hermit, Scorpio, which is the Death card. And remember that the Hermit can also be someone who's very spiritual. This Queen of Wands could be someone that's very spiritual, very wise, could also be an advisor for others. The Hermit does speak of someone that's very knowledgeable. But the Hermit also speaks of someone being away from, you know, they're not up front. They're doing their homework behind the scenes. Soul searching, being very quiet, looking at the details. Remember the Virgo energy. And also going through transformation. So remember that Scorpio is things that are hidden. So it looks like this Queen of Wands has been doing her homework. She's been soul searching, but also trying to connect to spirit. Very spiritual. Looking at the 3 of Cups here. And the 3 of Cups does speak of a love triangle. But it also speaks of a reconnection, getting back together. We've got the 3 of Cups twice. So, and after that is the Wheel, which I feel that the Wheel is somewhat of a blockage here to this 3 of Cups, because the Wheel can also speak of someone that is at a distance, someone who is foreign. We've got the Chariot here, which involves travel. I've already counted 6 swords here, which means traveling over water. We've got the Journey here. So I feel that either the distance was a blockage and or legalities or timing. Remember that the wheel turns in divine timing, okay? And many times it's sudden. And it's unexpected good luck. So we've got the Ace of Cups after that, and then the 10 of Cups. So this could also say that there is a brand new beginning that's going to come in radically, unexpectedly, and it's going to go from 1 to 10 straight away. So that's where the connection is made here. We've got the Hermit and we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So someone that's very patient, very mercurial. We've got Gemini and Virgo here, so there's Mercury. Let's take one card on this Hermit. So what's the understanding? What's the light? What light is this Queen? What divine light, what divine information is this Queen of Wands coming to understand? And we've got the 8 of Cups, which I do feel, well, it's in the reverse. That's why I'm saying it's the 8 of Cups, which means at some point this will be a wish fulfillment. 8 of Cups means I'm needing to leave something behind as my cups were not fulfilled. But it's also a major card for spiritual growth, having grown. So there is an indication here of that speck of light for a wish fulfillment, being able to see past that tunnel to where there's a tiny speck of light at the end of the tunnel. Let's see what this communication is with the Page of Swords. We have the 6 of Wands, which is a success card. And we've got the 2 of Swords again. And we've got the Devil here. Oh, my, my. Oh, my, my. Let's take on that 2 of Swords, which is at the focal point of the reading. We have another 2 of Pentacles. Heavy indecision we've got here. We have the Page of Swords. So this is about communicating. This is about communicating again. Maybe a lack of communication. Someone wants to communicate, but they haven't been able to. And I do feel that there is a sense of ego here. And someone is expecting the worst here. Now, the Devil does speak of limitations. It does speak of toxicity, fears. It's also a divine timing again, because Saturn is karma and it's all about timing. He's the Lord of timing and karma. So let's see what that 3 of Winter is. So we've got strong Capricorn energies. We've got Cancer and Capricorn here, which is where the nodes were a couple of years back. And it's got to do with our career, our goals, our aspirations, as well as our home versus our home, and things to do with the past. Let's take the 3 of Winter here. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Temperance card, which I've already mentioned, right? And we've got the 4 of Cups. Remember that 4s for me always speak of something long-term. It's about something long-term, and we've got 6 cups here. 2 that that Archangel Michael is, you know, manifesting, working with to bring those blessings, that healing, but also that divine connection here, as well as 4. So there's 6 cups. So it's got to do with, yes, children, a soulmate connection, also trust. And with the 5 of Wands, it does speak of a challenge. This is disagreements. This is not being on the same page, and this could be a family connection as well. Let's take the Chariot. Why do we have the Chariot here? Wow. 10 of Swords. Obviously, this Queen of Wands needs to close the door. There has been deception. There has been a situation that cannot move forward. There is no victory in that, and there is no choice in that but to, on the Justice card, but to move through that door that has opened. through legal means, through fairness or unfairness, justice needs to come through. Now, whether this is put here or whether it's put here doesn't matter. We've got Libra, we've got legalities. This does not make a difference, really, for me, as we've got the Ten of Swords here, but it turns into the Ace, and an ace is that sword that we use to sever ties and move forward. So we've got the Ace of Swords, which for this Queen of Wands, it's been very difficult to make that choice, but the door opens here, okay? And it is a karmic door that is opening. Justice means balance, harmony, newness, and remember, a new doorway that opens to a connection that is what was missing. Those two cups, that agreement. Remember that it's a contract. It is a contract that someone accepts to be in a connection with the Two of Cups. Okay, both people feel the same. Let's take one more card on this Justice card. And we've got Judgment. And here is Archangel Michael once more, saying that there will be a rebirth here. This is help coming through from Spirit. This is an awakening, a resurrection of a connection that needed to go through legal means, that was karmically open, and it was all about timing, I feel, here. So what I feel here with this Four of Cups, I feel that the King of Cups will be the one that's heartbroken, as their cup will not be accepted. I don't feel that there will be a chance here. But what I do feel is that Spirit is saying, after all this conflict, after all this darkness with the devil here, and a decision, having to make a very important decision. As remember, I'm not reading reversals, and I feel that there was a lack of success, a lack of growth. There was a lot of darkness, toxicity, and narcissism, okay, that was happening here, a very karmic situation which needed to be released. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we have the High Priestess, a lot of secrets, but also, you know that the High Priestess is a number 2. So we go back to the Magician, which means the Magician again is Mercury. It's having all the tools to make the magic, but also remember that the High Priestess is very spiritual, very spiritual. She's a number 2. She is Virgo Pisces. She's the moon goddess. She holds that new moon at her feet. And there's a very strong intuition here. Some of you are not trusting your intuition. Someone here is not trusting their intuition, nevertheless. Let's put it back in the reverse, and I want to take a card on this 10 of Summer, 10 of Cups. We've got the 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. What's this 10 of Cups, please, Spirit? We've got the 9 of Wands, which means we're practically there. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is the marriage card. Now, it was in the reverse, which goes back to the 9 of Pentacles. So the potential for a long-term commitment is here. Someone is needing to stand strong as an individual. Remember, 9 of Pentacles, that's how I see this card. Is the Virgo energy again, but it's also someone very strong where their finances are concerned. They can take care of themselves. There's a strong sense of, I'm able to do this on my own. Okay, but what is missing, of course, is that Ace of Pentacles to come into the 10. So something long-lasting, remember. Something long-lasting, long-term. And that Ace of Pentacles is the pentacle that this Queen of Pentacles holds. I'm going to take one more card on that 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, which was in the reverse, which means someone's obviously coming out of a commitment for this divine connection to happen. Let's take another card, and we've got the Ace of Swords. lies, deception, no truth. But also what I feel with the Ace of Swords in the reverse is that someone did not want to tread on toes. I feel it's this Queen of Wands. But I feel that at some point this sword will be turned upwards, upright, as it is a victory card. And this sword, which is a weapon, will be provided to clear the slate, to clear the energy, as something needs to happen. There's the Magician again in the reverse. And we've got the Ten of Cups right beneath that. So, yes, someone has been a trickster. Someone has not been communicating truthfully. Now, this, to me, is a new cycle that's trying to begin. We go back to the 0. So we're at the Fool's energy, which is a brand new cycle. But it also speaks of someone trying to force a new beginning here, but we've got the word force here, and that's not going to work. And I feel that there is a sense of strength in the Devil card, the strength of, because as you can see here, someone is playing with the mind. Someone is painting a dark picture here. And I feel that this is what needs to change here. What needs to change. Now, remember that the Devil can also speak of a very strong sexual attraction. And we have seen the Scorpio energy. So someone is trying to hide, I would say more than likely, their what they desire, what they want to bring into reality. Remember that Capricorn is earth, but it's heavy. It's heavy and it's hard work. So let's take my handwritten cards, everyone. Let's see what's going on in love here. What's going on in love here? I'm actually going to take a card on the King of Cups, a couple of cards on the King of Cups, on the King of Wands. Now, for some of you, I suppose this could be the same person, or it could be an outsider. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection at all, right? Let's look at this King of Cups. We have, you grew a flower in my heart, which I call love. There's the Two of Cups again. So there is a lot of love here with this King of Cups. And we've got, I need time to process, to think. Please be patient with me. And this is the Seven of Pentacles, which came in the reverse. Now, remember that the Seven of Pentacles is my Capricorn card, so it does tie in a little bit with the Devil here. Now, because it was in the reverse, it goes back to the Six of Pentacles, which is there already, and it's my card of legalities, of equal or unequal giving or receiving. One more. I can't help myself from falling in love with you every day. But that's a 10, everyone. That equals a 10, which a 10 we know is a restart. It's an ending. Let's have a look at the King of Wands. After you left me, my world stopped. Please come back. Three of Swords. You are so hot. I want you. You drive me crazy. There's strong passion here, and there is a very strong sexual connection. This is the Eight of Wands. And, well, that's a number 11 already. I want to marry you. I want to share my life with you. That's the Ten of Pentacles. I want, which means someone who wants something for the something long term. Remember, now when we're looking at the Pentacles, we know that Ten of Pentacles is the marriage card. It came out in the reverse here on top of the Ten of Cups, which means that yes, new cycles. But there's something physical, tangible here which gets to a 10, the marriage card, family, but also 10 of Cups, which means, again, a restart where happiness is concerned. Okay? And this is a 21, which means getting to the end. Remember, the World card is also a marriage card, and it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. So let's have a look at this Queen of Wands, as some of you may be cross-watching. Let's look at this Queen of Wands. We have, this is my truth, take another card, the Ace of Swords. Remember that Ace of Swords here, and how I was talking about needing to sever ties with the past deception. You are my other half. I want to give you everything in life to make you happy. Wow. And that's the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Interesting. Even though it's a message that would come from the Six of Cups, right? The soulmate connection. But it's, remember, it's Libra also. 6 is also the Lovers. Let's take another card. Please forgive me. I want another chance with you. And this is the Four of Cups. Wow. And we've got an 11 here. We have an 11, everyone, which is saying that the door opens for this Queen of Wands. I'm going to take one card, and what I want to take is the Lenormand on the final outcome here. So we've got, remember, the Three of Swords, we've got Five of Wands, Temperance card, which means healing. It does speak of patience. And the Four of Cups, which I see when I've got a cycle, there is a cycle. Remember that we've got the Devil, which is a difficult cycle. I usually see the Four of Cups as an offer or a mischance that's coming back around again. Remember, it's the Six of Cups. Let's take this position here. We have the Sun, which is Leo energy. We have the Garden, which is a number 20. It's like the Judgment card. This is being open, being social. This is showing, coming out of the darkness and into the light, being social about what is what truly tickles your heart. Remember, the Sun is also healing. And we've got the Star. So we've got the Sun, the Star, and the Garden. 3 of the most positive cards. 4, 6, and 7. 6 and 7 is 13, which equals a 4 again. Okay, so the transformation is happening here. We've got Scorpio energies. And these, as I said, they're the most positive cards. Now, we've got Leo, we've got Aquarius, but we've also got Scorpio. Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio are the 3 fixed energies, 3 fixed signs. Remember that the Star is something at a distance. It's also a wish fulfillment. And this is the Garden of Eden, which is very similar to Venus in Libra. It's that spiritual, divine balance and harmony where relationship is concerned. As the Sun, remember, speaks of healing, so does Temperance. Temperance is saying that the Sun will come through. The Sun and the Star, they're both stars. They're both stars, remember. The Sun is the star of our solar system. Leo is true love, it's creativity, it's generosity. And the Star means hope. So we've got a new life here. We've got yin and we've got here and now. So this is happening in the now, everyone. Remember that it's got to do with the past and the future. Now there is yin energy here. Very nurturing, very loving. And we've got a new life here. Look at this card. She's on top of the world. And she's a 39, which equals a 12. 12 also equals a 3, but 12 also is, remember, it's the Hanging Man, which means Pisces and the ending of a cycle. It's a time to surrender, go with it, all right? And I feel that the sacrifices are bringing in the fruits at this time. There are a lot of messages here, but I will leave it there. I do hope that it resonated for you. If it did not, maybe next time. Now, some of you may need to watch this reading again, as there's a lot of information here. So I want to thank you all so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much. For those of you that want to know about the astrology, stay on. So let me see what's going on, everyone. I mean, Venus now. Venus is at the last degrees of her home sign of Libra. She's at the 27th degree. So she's in a tough position as she is squaring over to Saturn. But this can also speak of, remember that squares are difficult, they're challenging, but Venus is very strong in her home sign of Libra, and Venus is spiritual love, it's the divine love as well. And Saturn can bring something long-term, something that you've been working very hard on, something can turn spiritual into practical and into reality. It's not only a spiritual love, let's say, if this is what you're interested in, but it's also a love that is long-term. You've done the hard work. You're at the last league of doing that. So this is a difficult connection which can bear fruit. As Jupiter, of course, Saturn, they're still at the last degrees of Capricorn. As I have told you many times, in December, very soon, they will be moving into Aquarius, where the energies will lighten. So again, interesting. Jupiter is at 23. The moon is on Jupiter and on Pluto. So we've got Jupiter at 23, the moon is at 23, and Pluto is at 23 as I'm doing this reading. And 23 does equal a 5, which means changes, but it's also 11 on the hour clock. So obviously Venus has gone through the challenge of connecting from Libra to Pluto in Capricorn. She's past that. She's connected with Jupiter in a square. Again, that's stardust. That's how I see it, but it's work that needs to be done. Someone needs to get unstuck, if I may, unstuck, and use that spiritual higher mind to manifest what they're trying to manifest in relationships, because Libra is relationships of all sorts. It's not only romantic, remember. This could be work relationships, right? Libra is others, Capricorn is career. It's your goals, your aspirations. So, as I said, now Mercury is at the 11th degree in Scorpio. That's where it's stationed to turn retrograde. And obviously at the 11th degree, it will start to cover new ground, everyone, as it's moving now forward. It's coming out of its shadow phase. And it's right opposite Uranus. So it is squeezing through. It's rebelling to bring in things that were hidden on a collective and on a personal scale. Remember, Scorpio is deep. It's depth. It's also fears. A fear of looking at the truth. Now, Uranus can be very stressful. It's in the sign of Taurus, which is the physical body. And both Scorpio and Taurus, now Mercury, which means business, in the house of money coming through other sources, through external sources, is in an opposition to Uranus. Uranus, which can be stressful on the physical body, it's the nervous system, but it's also it's my money. So my money in opposition to money coming through from other sources. Remember that Uranus rules Aquarius, so it's got that indication of something new, or I'm going to rebel, if there's no value here, or Uranus is, it's that fluctuation, you know, ups and downs of the stock markets through, and of course Uranus is social media, it's the internet, and Mercury is the media. So you can, I don't know, in your own personal situation, that should give you an indication of what's going on now, okay? So this could mean deep communication, depth-aware communication and transformation. Conversations that can be quite shocking, but will bring newness, okay? As we know that Scorpio is, it's death and resurrection. So in a couple of days, and I'm going to say happy birthday to those of you that are at the last degrees of Scorpio, the sun is getting ready to come into the sign of Sagittarius. Very positive energies. Remember that Sagittarius is where the South Node is. It's at the 20th degree. So in less than a month, the sun will be on the South Node. So South Node has got to do with what we're letting go of, shedding the old outworn ideas, karmic things that will be shed. And the sun in Sagittarius is very positive, as Sag is ruled by Jupiter, of course. Okay, so the nodes now are at 20 degrees. So North Node is 20 degrees of Gemini, and South Node is 20 degrees of Sagittarius. The 20th degree, remember the nodes move backwards, so they're coming into the second decan of the signs. So they will be affecting those of you, of course, who are mutable signs. So Gemini, Sag, Virgo, and Pisces, you're going to be, it's very important for you, if you are born in the second part, let's say the second decan of the sign, fated things will be happening for you around about now and in the near future. So Venus is a step away from moving into Scorpio. She does turn a little bit scorpionic, a little bit dark. This could be jealousy. This could mean also depth where physical connection is concerned. It's very sexual. She's very sexual in the sign of Scorpio. And remember that she's transiting over the degrees that Mercury retrograded over. So it can be ringing issues of the time of Mercury retrograde, right? Now Mercury in a couple of days will be in a weird aspect to Mars. So let's just see exactly. So at the 15th degree, once Mercury in Scorpio gets to the 15th, it's in a weird aspect to Mars. So things to do with information hidden, things to do with depth. Don't forget that Scorpio is also ruled by Mars. So something needs tweaking here, as Mars has started to move direct. But there is an opposition, okay? Because Mars is in Aries, it's very strong. It also rules Aries. And Aries is I, me, my, versus the depth of Scorpio, the transformation. So remember, Aries is it's the warrior. It's wanting to take action. It's cardinal. But this is saying that we cannot move forward unless that important depth, conversation, truth comes out, right? Okay. I think I will leave it there, everyone. We are looking at soon moving into, and we are in eclipse energies already. I'm going to be doing videos on those. Thank you for your patience, for those of you that have been waiting on personal readings. I want to thank you so much. There's a lot of work to be done, not enough time. Thank you all for understanding as I'm doing the December readings now. I think I will leave it at that. I'd love to hear your comments, love to hear what's going on for you. Let's leave it, and tomorrow is Friday. I will probably talk to you in a couple of days. Other than that, I hope that you're all keeping well. I don't want to go into anything to do with politics right now. As you know, that's not my main priority. And those of you that are asking for me to do more charts on other countries, not at the moment. I've got way too much personal and spiritual things to deal with than what's going on with other countries. Politics is not my favorite subject, as some of you already know. Love is the main interest for me. Love, relationships, and well-being, and also our spiritual path. That's what's most interesting to me, and that's what my calling is. So, again, thank you kindly for even sharing these videos. Sending you much love. Talk to you soon.